Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's me, Manny to the Max, and I'm here to give you guys another movie review. Today's movie review is going to be for Megan 2.0. But before we get into that, I do want to say, obviously, you see from the title, I have had a change of heart about my review last week that I did on 28 Years Later. After, it's been about a week. Well, yeah, pretty much a week since I've seen that movie. After thinking it over, I've changed my opinion. Overall, I would say the movie was okay. The ending was still really, really bad. It was an awful, terrible ending. But all things considered, it was still an okay movie. So I did want to get that out there, just just to kind of clear that up and let that be known. So without further ado, let's jump into the Megan 2.0 review. So as far as Megan 2.0 is concerned, I didn't really like the movie. um I think it was kind of bad. The things I didn't like about the movie was that overall it was too goofy. It was way too goofy without being really funny. If it was like more funny, then I could probably give the goofiness a pass. But with it not being as funny as it could have or should have been, I can't overlook the goofy parts of it. The other thing that was kind of annoying throughout the movie was their overstating of the dangers of artificial intelligence, which I get it. Like, as someone who I definitely have problems with AI, and I do think it's, something that should be limited in, what we do with it and things like that. The fact that the whole movie they just kept bringing it up over and over and over again, it just got kind of dull, and it just was like, all right, we get it. Let's move the plot along. The other thing I didn't like about this movie was that it was just too long. This movie didn't have to be 2 hours long. They could have shortened this movie up. So yeah, I think the runtime was too long for this kind of movie. As far as the movie, other parts in the movie that I didn't like was in the beginning when the quote unquote bad guys, I guess, killed Amelia. How did y'all not notice she had no blood coming from her gunshot wound to the head? Like, you guys literally carried her body from one room to another room, and you didn't realize that the bag you had over her head wasn't bloody. There was no pool of blood after her body had been sitting on the ground. Like, nothing that didn't set off any mental alarms. I don't know. But yeah, that might be a little nitpicky. I don't know. But yeah, that's as far as the stuff that I didn't like. As far as the stuff I did like about this movie, the 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 broker who got killed, he had a really cool jacket. It looked like the same jacket Leon Kennedy had in Resident Evil 4. So all of my Resident Evil fans, I guess you guys would probably dig that part of the movie. That jacket was badass. It was awesome. It was definitely Leon Kennedy inspired jacket. The other thing I liked was Megan as a character herself was pretty funny in the movie. Unfortunately, going back to the goofy aspect, she wasn't funny enough, in my opinion, to kind of overshadow the goofiness of this movie. So there you have it. That's my review for Megan 2.0. If some of you have seen the movie, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Manny to the Max, and I'll see you guys around. Thank you.